welcome back to my F125 Driver Remote. This is part number 13 today for the Mexican Grand Prix. If you missed the previous episode of Monza, which was uploaded last week, I'm making to go and check that out before seeing this one, because spoiler, I was involved in a 5-way fight for a podium. Sadly I missed out. It was P5 in the end, but you know, that's nonetheless a better result here. So yes, we're just gonna get some R&D points. We have 887 R&D points now, which is enough for the beautiful major tyre wear upgrade. Perfect. Slap that on the car. It's going to come in for Las Vegas, which is the penultimate round. Didn't want to rush. Yes, that's right. More rain. I mean, I'd rather send it to put out all those wildfires, but never mind. We'll try and hopefully survive. That suggests it's also going to be at the end of the race. Maybe not Inters, but we have R&D resets available too on the engine side, the aero side. But yes, we'll focus on that later on as well. I mean, I'll show you that before Brazil. Speaking of which, we do have... Red Bull have not brought an upgrade. That's a shocker, because literally everyone else, barring the bottom 3 teams, have brought an upgrade. You know, that's a shocker. They come from being the leading team to being third, and all Mercedes and ourselves as Williams are right behind as well. So yes, we'll see how Red Bull get on. Is this the end of their dominance? I mean, Verstappen is getting close to winning the championship thanks to his dominant performances so far, but at times he hasn't had those dominant performances. A little bit more like what he's seen in real life. As I say, we haven't had a performance update. We have had a driver updates rating, but not to car performance yet. So yes, first fly lap was actually good enough for P10. Ocon annoyingly ahead of us again. Ocon's had a very good end to the season. You know, he got a podium somewhere, I can't remember where. I'm sure you guys let me know, remind me in the comments below. What's that? Red Bull, what? No, it's not Red Bull, it's a AlphaTauri, Toro Rosso, whatever we're calling them this week. As well, that slowed me down. It's going to be a yellow first sector. That isn't great, but into this middle sector then. Can I improve? No, I cannot improve. A little bit down here. Okay, this is not going well. I'm a 10th down my previous best lap. Now I'm down a P12. Ocon still ahead in P10. Albon, I think, has improved, but yeah, I'm a 10th and a bit down here. Where's this time going to come from? There's the time coming from now. Using it with ERS here. I did save some ERS. I'm only marginally up now as we move into the final sector as well. I do have a low downforce setup on. I do think that is the better way to go around this track, even with the rain. The race is going to be a majority of 1. Look at that. Only improving by a fraction. 200ths there, and it's P12. Yeah, I think that Racing Bull, RB, Toro Rosso, whoever it was, I hope it wasn't Hajar again. He's to block me at Suzuka. So yeah, Albon up in P5. That's where we're aimed to be. It's time for the race.
In the 60s, Mexico City would be the season-ending race. That's no longer the case, but it is always a party in these parts. Welcome to the Mexico City Grand Prix. 2,285 metres above sea level, the altitude will test the driver's fitness and their engine's efficiency. 17 corners, 7 to the left, 10 to the right, that make up a 2.6-mile circuit equipped with 2 DRS zones. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position. And starting next to them is George Russell. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Piastri, Albon, Pierre Gasly, and Tsunoda, Leclerc, Antonelli, Ocon, and Fernando Alonso, Phoenix, Stroll, Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Hulkenberg, Norris, Lawson, Ollie Behrman, Gabriel Bortoletto, Hadjar, and Jack Doohan. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. Welcome to the commentary box. I'm Alex Jakes. Alongside me, a real authority on all things motor racing. It's a warm welcome back to Anthony Davidson. Now, those final hours before a race, did you have a routine?
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
So cutting away from Anthony Davidson's dribble there, race strategy is a bit interesting here. I do fancy getting the hards out of the way first. I know the softs are an option too here, potentially, but I think I know in the tyre on F125 it's just not really possible. I think we start hard. We can do hard soft if I think the rain is going to come at a point in the hards where too hard, basically. You know, we can switch that to a soft if it's coming within 5 minutes of pitting. So that's the plan of action. 5 red lights then from P11 on the grid, and away we go for the Mexican Grand Prix. It's a good start in front of Ocon already. That's what we like to see. Ocon, of course, is one of our big rivals now in this career mode, ahead of Alonso as well. He's not so much of a threat. I don't mind me losing too much positions because around the outside turns the inside, 3 wide there between I think that's Mercedes, can't see who's on the other side. I think it's Tsunoda in the Red Bull. That's where it is, Tsunoda in the Red Bull, ladies and gentlemen. There's a replay on board. He's going, I'm on the outside, so Anthony really can't do much. But Tsunoda's lost his front end play, and I believe that's the first time I've actually seen AI lose their front end play. As what on earth is going here? Very slow there. I'm going to catch Gasly napping up to P6. Can I get not Hamilton, Leclerc as well around the outside? No, traction as well. But yes, this is an lovely textbook manoeuvre around the outside there. As up at the front, it is Oscar Piastri who leads from George Russell in the Mercedes ahead of Max Verstappen third, Albon fourth. For how much longer? Leclerc is going for an overtake on Albon, but his engine blows up. Absolutely typical Ferrari there. You know what they're like. Just as at Leclerc showed some promise, his engine's got blown up as well. And that's caused this lot, led by Antonelli, as Gasly being overtaken and Alonso squabbling for position, to fall out of my DRS. Up at the front, Verstappen's bored of waiting and has decided then to overtake George Russell as well. And I'm pretty sure Verstappen will be going for the lead soon, as well as I'm going to go down the inside of my teammate Alex Albon. Bit squabbling there. Is he going to give me the broom? I think the hards are now the faster tyre, potentially. We'll have to wait. I'm not entirely sure about that. I think I'm the only one on the hard tyres. Pretty much definitely in the top 10. Everyone else seems to be on mediums as well. Is a replay of that. But Albon just doesn't want to sit behind. Watch that gap to Alonso, who's now got in front of Antonelli. 3.7 behind. We'll have to wait and see how that. And that's Verstappen. As predicted, ladies and gentlemen, he is in the lead of this race. So Verstappen leads from Piastri. In second, Russell is in down to third. I'm trying to get in front of Albon, as well as going very slow for this section. Yes, they're quick for the high speed corners, but through this low speed section, I think I got the upper hand on the AI. Round the outside then on lap 7 here. A bit of tyre banging there, squabbling, and look at now, that gap's down to 3.2. So Alonso is coming, 2.9 now. So Alonso, who's cleared Antonelli, is coming. There's a bit of tyre banging between myself and my teammate, which is squabbling here. And look at this again, 1.6 now to Alonso. We could have worked together to catch Russell here. I think we both got the pace to catch Russell for a podium together. Then we could fight, but no. Instead, we've decided to fight the P4. We're squabbled, and look at that. Alonso's got past. We just squabbled, and Albon's lost himself P5, which is absolutely fantastic. I mean, they're going side by side. They're going to be out of my DRS too here at this rate. I mean, Albon's going to put up a fight. He needs to sit behind. We need team orders in this career mode, really, as well. But Albon will come back at Alonso with DRS. That's what should have happened, really. Trading. bit of trading there, or to turn to sit behind, and that is Piastri as well. He's pulling over. Piastri's out of the race, and all of a sudden, it's a fight for a podium potentially. But which Williams will be getting the podium? I stayed out because the rain has come early there. Verstappen breezes past. I got no answers to that. Unfortunately for Albon, he's got Hamilton, who seems to excel in his AI seems to love these conditions. He's now up for a potential podium. But yes, Marcus called me in then on the end of lap 15. I've slowed up Russell a lot here. Russell is not coming in, so there's no DRS is not being disabled, by the way. I was thinking about going for potentially another lap, but it does look quite wet now. But remember, it can look wetter than it is sometimes in the game. We never really know with the graphics on this game. Hards are off, intermediates on. 2.4 seconds stop is very good as well. I mean, I'd have to pit anyway because we were getting close to sliding around on 40% time where it wasn't great. We're coming out in P6, which is fair enough. Don't know what's happened to Antonelli, and look at this. I mean, it's definitely time for Inters now. As well as going to go Danny inside at this corner as well. Norris yields the position there up to P5 as well. Obviously fresher tyres too. I think some of these have been on since quite a few laps now, like 5, 6, 7 laps, which is the 35% race means that they're not new anymore, but they're probably better than what I had at the end. And that is George Russell, and we're on, ladies and gentlemen, for P2. Verstappen is going to go on and win by 1,000 light years. So can we help this man out? Albon has got back in front of Hamilton, probably typical Ferrari slow stop. Well, not really typical with the times that they've been producing, but I mean in the game, probably, you know, we know what their strategy is like. Mark's probably been doing their strategy. I'm going to have an all-mentors battle with George Russell now. Danny inside here, I'm keeping this P2. No, you know, the gap for Verstappen is going to grow. Can I hold Russell up though? That gap is coming down. At this point I was thinking 11.5 seconds. We need to hold Russell up here and get a double Williams podium. We can't win today because Verstappen is in his tier zone, is going side by side with Russell down to turn 4, I think this is. As well, we'll have around the outside. Yes, take that, cursed curve. Thank you very much. Back up to P2. But yeah, Albon is coming. We'll just go a little bit slower through some of the corners, and that's Verstappen has gone off. And I was thinking, yes, I can have a go at the win. No, because it's Verstappen. Remember what happened in Hungary when he had that 360? You know, he's still God tier as well, and Russell again as well. But look here, we slowed Russell up so much. Albon and Norris have come to join the party. Specifically Albon. Albon has a go round the outside at turn 4. We'll turn it inside though, and that'll be that cursed curb. Russell will keep P3 for now, but we're going to gang up on Russell. Toto won't like this, of course. We're technically supposed to be a Mercedes Junior driver in this series as well. I'm going to Russell squeeze to the inside. Albon's on the outside there. There's a tyre back between myself and Russell there. I'm going to close Albon off, but can he get the better traction around the outside there at turn 3? Yes, he can. And I think that's Albon up onto the podium. Here's a replay then. Albon went so ambitious, he thought, I can get P2 here. And I was like, no, you can't. But you can get P3. Traction Russell round the outside. So it's a double Williams podium. I think it has been many years since it's been a double Williams podium. I'm back on the podium, first podium since Monaco, ladies and gentlemen. This one was a bit more legit than Monaco because of the AI issues at that track on this game. That was perfect. You know, we had the pace, maybe not in qualifying, but definitely in the race pace there. Yes, 20-0 versus 99, but I didn't put the mediums on compared to everyone else. So I think the pace on a 20-0 on a hard tyre is fantastic. Yes, my pace on the inters was diabolical, but I think my pace in the dry was superb around this track as well. Antonelli P8 there, he won't be technically very happy with that. And just so you know, Verstappen is world champion, by the way. I mean, it's the same. I'm not going to play the cutscene because it's the same cutscene that's been played since 1983 on this game of a driver winning the championship. So yes, Norris is down in P2 as well. That McLarens will continue to fight. Red Bull take the back there. Constructors lead, that's still going on. We have a bit of breathing room now to Mercedes after a poor race for Antonelli. He had a good qualifying, but a poor race there. So, yes, we're comfortable, but we do have now 10 top 10 finishes, so that's increased awareness. Not that I actually need any help on gaining anything with awareness or racecraft on this game, or even experience. Pace is probably the only one that, pace occasionally, yeah, but I mean, even then it can go up. Focus is the only one that you can really get minus on this game. 50, I think that's another percentage as well on the recognition side of things too. So I don't think we're going to get to the third R&D secret upgrade, but we don't really need that just yet in this career mode. Bear in mind, we may not move depending on what the other three teams will be. So yeah, first double podium this season. Albon is now right behind Ocon in the championship. This team is going somewhere, but obviously regulation changes. We've got 391 resource points. We'll have to wait and see about that. Now, just a quick note on the upload schedule of this. Yes, I said in the Monza episode that's supposed to come Friday. It hasn't. It's come today. Obviously, I know some of you will be disappointed with that, but I don't want to have... You might remember on F124, between Season 1 and Season 2, there was a 2-month gap. I don't want that to happen for you guys. So, I am working on next Season 2's livery so far, but every time there's an upgrade, there's a delay. This is what's happening with the fancy liveries as well. That is also coming soon to the channel. Once Season 2 is finished, I'm then going to carry on with these retro liveries as well. Then we'll go back and visit some of them. If you've got what ones you want to see first from me, such as like the white ball, the Haas 20, the Haas not 10 years, whatever it was, 200, was it 200th Grand Prix? I can't remember what it was, that grey version that they did, as well, the pink RB, stuff like that. Please let me know in the comments below. But that's where I'm going to leave it today's video. Brazil will be out next week because it's also a sprint, so that'll be an longer than usual video as well. But yes, that's where I'm going to leave it to today's video. Have enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, and use the channel to see plenty more F125 driving videos as I make them out. Until the next video, I'll see you next time. Take care, enjoy your day, and goodbye.